morning, everybody. It's a beautiful Saturday here in Middle Tennessee. We are finally getting started on our flower farm, which we're very excited about. We've had a very busy day so far, and it's only going to get busier. So hopefully we'll have an exciting video for you, because we've been kind of boring even ourselves lately with the videos of us just sitting at the table talking about seeds and planting seeds. So we're hoping to be able to actually get outside today and do some fun things and show you how we are starting our flower farm from scratch. In the kitchen, I've got some bread getting ready to go in the oven. Just pulled the bacon out of the oven. And I just made some mayonnaise for our lunch later. Other than that, I'll show you what we're gonna get get started on whenever Billy gets home from Lowe's, picking up some stuff for us to be able to start strategically planning out the farm, and I'll show you how that goes. So we're excited. What'd you get at Lowe's this morning?
I got a 4-inch measuring wheel that I'm going to go around our property and mark all the distances so that we can better establish a plan for planting flowers in a potato bed and so on. So
yeah, we have to order soil, because where we are, the soil's just straight clay. So we have to order some good dirt, and we ordered a rototiller. So we have to take measurements so that we know how much dirt we want to get, or we need to get, plus some. And so we're measuring out and getting our plans as detailed as we can for starting the flowers and other stuff.
chicken line.
Okay. Do you want to measure out like 5 or 6 feet along that front bed and see what we're working with if we have that width?
This adds like another 20 square feet. So it's like 476 square feet. So essentially, if we would use that wildflower mix, basically cover this area, and then
all the way down.
All the way. But I just don't see that bag covering all that distance. I feel like we'd almost use like 3 bags.
Yeah, but they were like, what, $8? It was like, what, $8 or $9? So if we have to get a couple more,
yeah,
not a big deal.
Probably need to get another hose or 2, but get lighter hoses, or get ones, because the hoses we have now
they're so heavy.
They're so heavy, and if it's hot and sunny, it takes like 2 minutes for the water to cool down.
Right.
So then we're wasting all that water.
Right.
So you have to think about that too, or like if we do strips, if we do something over here and then here, but especially in the front like that,
yeah,
we then have to factor in like what could we do some kind of flower that's quote drought tolerant, so that we might only have to water it twice a month.
Right.
Even when it's miserably hot.
Right.
Because that was annoying to do the first trees, but then last year we watered them once a week.
Well, they were more established. The fruit trees, once they get established, they don't need to be watered as often.
Yeah.
It's their first year that you have to really have to water them and stay on top of the watering.
Speaking of that, I think the middle peach tree is still not doing well.
Oh no. Yeah, the other ones look really good. Well, remember that middle one's a different breed.
There's green already poking through. Like right here. And I haven't cut these back yet, which is why I wanted to cut them back.
Well, yeah.
Already. So
you have to be careful because it's getting
they're
so low at
they're
night.
wasting energy.
Yeah.
Because I haven't cut them back yet.
So do we risk it with how cold it's been getting at night? Just to...
No. But again, as long as the forecast doesn't change, I'll just do it next weekend.
Okay.
And we saw last year how much they grew.
Yeah.
Especially like the pear trees.
The pear trees are crazy. Well, you gotta remember this is a different variety too, so it might take a little longer.
I would find it interesting if we created the first ever peach bush and just kind of let it go crazy.
Yeah. Be pretty cool.
But we got no peach anything last year because everything bloomed, and then we had a frost or two.
Yeah.
And then everything, all the couple flowers that we did have it.
Yeah, they burned.
All
they got
died off.
Yeah. That Honeycrisp right there looks good.
Well, this branch. This entire branch right here, from here, did not start until their second growth.
Yeah.
Of the season.
Yeah.
Where I think it seems like it happens like it starts in August or maybe late July where they start pushing out new growth again. And this entire branch came about in maybe 2 months. So that's why I'm not in a super rush to cut them back, but at the same time the peach trees I am, because
the peach trees are coming out.
Yeah, I mean look at all this. I mean this one's bad. This one.
Yeah. That whole part might have to go.
Well, I'll cut this past here. That's where I cut it last year.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cut it even lower and see if that, and do that with this one too. See what happens.
Right. How's the almond looking since you transplanted it?
It's
budding out, or hit it.
It's budding out a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not fully established yet, but timing wise, I think I did it exactly at the right time because it's been in the ground for like a week.
Right. And this was over by the herb garden.
But I don't like that.
We wanted to move it last year and we just didn't get to it.
That happened during the winter.
That gash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think think eventually that might lead to the death of the tree.
So now that we're inside and out of the wind, we drew up, and I'll put this up, but we drew up like a aerial view of our property. And then now that we have measurements, we can sit down and plan out what flowers should go where, and figure out square footage wise, and then we'll be able to order our seeds. We have them sitting in our carts, just waiting to figure out how much of what we need to order. So we'll order our seeds, and then we'll get our dirt ordered, and then we can start getting to work on actually preparing the soil and getting ready. How do you feel about it?
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know, it's just, we have to figure out what flowers we want to put where, especially with the water situation.
Yeah, the water situation is
hoses and everything else, so.
Yeah, because we have one spout on each side of the house. But the problem is in the summertime, when it's super hot out, then we have to run the water for so long just to get it cool enough to be able to water any of the plants. So we're gonna have to figure out that issue too. But the thing is starting from scratch, we want to make sure that we have everything planned out in detail rather than just winging it.
So today we are starting to plant our sweet potatoes, organic sweet potatoes, in hopes that we can get enough slips to last us enough sweet potatoes for the entire year. So to do this, after doing a little bit of research online, simply need a clear plastic tote from Walmart or the dollar store and a bag of organic sweet potatoes. That's it. All right, now that we have our container and our sweet potato bag, we are going to start the soil. We typically get some of our organic soil in bag form every now and again from Ace Hardware that's up the road from where we live. And the brand is Whitney Farms. It has kelp, alfalfa, bone meal, and earthworm castings, which sounds like a pretty good mix to me. So what you want to do is you want to fill the container so that you can bury the sweet potatoes about 3/4 of the way deep. That should be good enough. So from here, before you put the sweet potatoes in the container, you want to moisten the soil to where you can pick up the soil and kind of squeeze it, and it will keep its shape and the water really won't drain too much out of your hands. So let's give this a shot. You don't want to put too much water in it first. Now that we have enough soil and the soil seems saturated enough, I'm going to go ahead and cut open this bag of sweet potatoes. And these are actually pretty decent sized sweet potatoes all around. They look pretty good so far. So what I'm gonna do is I'm simply gonna place these in the container and bury them 3/4 of the way deep. And that is it. Your end product is going to look something like this. I might add a little more soil in later, but let's go place them on our front porch, since luckily it is sunny out right now, and we are going to check in a little bit.
All right, so we have ordered our seeds for now, what we think is good and a good start. And now we just have to lay everything out and figure out our dirt order, and we'll be placing that, and then we'll let you know when we get it. Other than that, we're gonna go to bed. So see you next time.